Up, my folks. Oh, grandma's getting her little workout in. She's cute girl. Hope everyone's doing good. I got to catch a little bit of the live last night. It was cool. It was real slow, so if I missed some of y'all, I'm sorry. But you know, he's dropping some jewels for you guys, especially about that part about that. You don't have to make conditioning hard. It can be simple and easy, and you don't need a whole bunch of equipment. You really don't. He's right. And you know, there's some real jewels there. I wanted to go ahead and talk about Honey Bunch. That was asked to me. I don't know if it was clear, but you know, Honey Bunch, she did take an injury from what I understand. Now, this is what was told to me, is that she took an injury, and then some, you know how things are in dogs, but she healed from that, and then she got sent on a ended up in a like a you know, a storage room, like in a kennel. But she just wasn't didn't get enough sunlight, and she got sores and wounds and all. Now, if you guys are interested in that, in the story of that now, and Jerry even explains it in an interview I got on my community. Go on the community, and I think it was Paulie, Chicago Paulie, or whatever they called him. He got an interview with Jerry, and Jerry touched on that subject. But yes, she did take an injury, and I think she fell from you know, jumping on a damn jump like too high, and then fell on a root and hit her tailbone or backbone. They said it was lower back, but anyway, she healed. She survived that. I don't think she was a perfect dog, or I think she was crippled, but she just was stuck in a crate for too long. But anyway, that's the story I got, and if you're interested in hearing it from, you know, the horse's mouth, you can touch on that. There's a video, an interview where he even explains it, which was I was always told that too, but from several people, and he would know best. So anyway, that's on Honey Bunch. And they talked a little bit about cold dogs, breeding a cold dog. This is one of those things that, as a breeding a bunch of different dogs and raising dog stuff, I have bred to a cold dog. The only way to breed to a cold dog is let someone breed to him first. Okay, don't be the first one off that bridge to jump off that bridge. Make sure somebody goes in that water first and it's deep enough. Now the dog that I bred to was inbred on Rodney. His name was TKK's Ricky Suave, and he was, you know, and I was using that stuff. I had a whole sandhill full of fucking Red Boy Jocko type dogs, you know, I was breeding, but I didn't ever breed him to that stuff. I bred him an outcrossed every time, and I got good dogs from him. A lot of good dogs, actually, some really, really good dogs. So it can happen, but that on breeding a cold dog, I would suggest letting someone else swim in that water first. You know what I'm saying, and see what they come up with, and then you try it if you're interested in it. You know what I mean? But the dogs that Ricky dog was producing that I saw, the first ones were pretty good dogs. They were, and I've seen several of them. One thing, he threw a pretty deep game dog. I mean, crossed with Paladin, they were really, really nice usable dogs, but they just they weren't, you know, real deep game. They were fairly good dogs though. But and he was cold as a block of ice. But he also produced with other stuff that I bred him to very, very well. You know, but that's another thing that, you know, every time I'd breed to him, I would expect half of them to be fucked up. It was like that when I bred to him. I got a litter one time off of him that had 9 pups, and there was like 3 or 4 of them that were cold. You know what I'm saying? And the other ones were pretty good dogs. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of odds, but you know, it was the good ones were good. You know, is my point. But I mean, you can breed to a fucking high ranking dog, and not get fucking half a good litter. You might be 2 or 3 good ones. You know what I'm saying? So there's a fantasy in people's minds that you're gonna get all these great all litter good dogs. I mean, you might get all litter, you know, once in a while fair dogs, but I mean straight up good ass dogs. I mean, it's very rare. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, it doesn't happen all the time. I mean, and a lot of that's the men behind them dogs make them good. I mean, that's a fact. I mean, it's just, that's the honest to God's truth with it. But anyway, and you know, I wouldn't never breed a cold dog off of a cold dog. You know what I'm saying? Let me put it this way. The adage that if you keep breeding them without working them for so many years, you're going to end up with just Staffordshire Terriers. It's very true. You know what I'm saying? It's very true. You know, and I seen there were some comments skimming through there about stupid questions like, how do I game test my dog? Man, come on, man. You know, you got to work that dog. You got to, and there's another thing that people do now that I'm really not. If you're gonna hunt with your dog and you want to be honest with yourself, you know, pull him straight off the chain and hunt with him. Don't work him. Pull him straight off the fucking chain and work with him. Okay? See how they do when they're just blowing like that. You know what I mean? And see, people don't want to be honest with themselves, and they don't give your dog all kinds of advantages all the time, is what I'm saying. If you want to check your dog's gameness, when you hunt him, when you take him hunting, don't have him fucking run out on a treadmill. Don't have him in great shape. Don't have him couch potato fat and work his ass. You can probably just take him couch potato fat and put him on one of these and see if he'll sit down on you, quit, and run off, you know. But that ain't no way to check a dog's gameness. I mean, that's fairy tale thinking. I know plenty of dogs be like, this shit's getting boring, and they'll spit something out. I mean, just because a dog won't work something like that don't mean shit. I'm telling y'all. But you know, there's really only one way to check a dog's gameness. You gotta hunt him. You gotta put him on something. You know, bull or boar, baby. You gotta put him on something with some teeth. You know, and let him about get his shit slung. You know, I made a comment. You want to check your puppy's gameness? You know, there was comments about putting them on a pig. No, that's stupid. First of all, a pig is way too small, guys. A pig don't even get hard skin until they're about 150 pounds. Other than that, they're just jelly soft. You know what I mean? They're not near as tough as they need to be to mess with no bulldog. You know, even a puppy, man. Them fucking bulldog puppies bite like hell, son. You know, just scare the shit out of the pig, make him have a stroke. You know, even a little baby wild one. I mean, sir, they show out a good show, but when they start getting clamped on, they don't like it. You know what I mean? They don't like that shit. But skitty girl, work it, sir. Let's work it, girl. Skit that girl. She's getting good and tired now. That's couch potato fat. Skit girl. But I don't like to work her too much though and make her get overheated or something. The sun's beaming down right on her right now. But yeah, you know, I make a comment to him about how to game check your puppy. Throw that motherfucker in the trash can where you got a big old coon in it and throw the lid on it for a minute and see which one comes out the top. Try that, city boy. Y'all take care and y'all keep on bulldogging.